This recording is brought to you by AmazingClicks.net.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? I am your host, Hollywood Holguin. This is not Clickbait Podcast, though. This is a brand new show that we're introducing to the website and the YouTube channel. This is the original idea for Clickbait Podcast. Unfortunately, I had a shady other co-host. I never wanted to do it. So Clickbait Podcast became its own thing. It became more of like a Me and the Mooney show. But now I got two new hosts. Grateful to have them. They're going to bring the show to a new level. This is Pop is War, and I'm glad to welcome one of our new hosts, Mr. Ryan Mattoon, that I've known since junior fucking high. Ladies and gentlemen, give a warm welcome to Mr. Ryan Mattoon.
What up? How's it going? Happy to be here.
We just get that.
That's it, man. That's it. Yeah, we got the background. We got
the background. Yeah, we got the background. We got the other host. Known him since high school or junior high. I'm not sure. It's like in between. It's one of those two things. But guys, what do you want to go by? Your name or Pervy?
I'm Eric.
Eric?
Yeah.
Eric. There we go, bro.
Eric Pervy. Whatever.
That's what I was saying.
It's cool, baby. You can call me whatever you like. That's all I need, baby.
I guess, yeah, whichever works, dude.
Just a little attention, that's all I need.
Dude, it's up to you, whatever you... Because that's the one thing I told Mooney about. I was like, I don't know what to call Eric, because he has like so many fucking different aliases.
He's cool.
Did I just call him Batman at the end of the day, or what?
Yeah, baby.
Can you take that kind of...
Can I take that kind of heat?
Yeah, like, can you take being called Batman?
I wonder if it's picking up like those fart sounds it sounds like.
Would you be able to...
For a
carry...
really tiny amount of time, people were calling me Batman because I had a Batman belt buckle.
Oh, okay.
So they're calling you Batman because you have a belt buckle?
Yeah, and I was like, alright, it's cool.
Like, is that too much to hold? Like,
no, it's cool.
Is it too much of a responsibility?
No, you get women
to be called Batman. You get women called Batman.
Yeah, that's
why Dale was holding on to it.
Dude, okay. Anyways, guys, look, here's the idea for the show. This was the original idea, again, like I said, about Clickbait Podcast. It didn't fucking happen. My ex-friend sucked. Well, he's not my ex-friend. He's probably gonna hear this and be like, you fucking bastard. Everybody's gonna be like,
cold-blooded.
But that was the original idea for this show. But then these two guys, they probably know more than he does when it comes to pop culture. At least I'm like more than me probably when it comes to like other sort of stuff that we'll talk about on this show. But again, Pop is War. Fucking knows, dude. Pop is War is like just covering all fucking pop culture and just saying the most randomest shit you could fucking imagine. Pretty much. It's uncensored. I don't believe in the whole YouTube ad apocalypse bullshit. So we're not gonna change, especially with these two guys. The language is gonna stay exactly the same.
We gonna keep it hot, baby.
We might get yelled at a couple times.
Yeah, we might get fucking
It's gonna
like
be a hot mic.
Yeah,
we gotta throw some water on that shit after
it's fucking done. But pretty much just to give you a backstory, I've known Mattoon since fucking 7th grade. I had him in Mr. Gallipo's class where we fucked shit up.
Oh man,
that was good.
Gallipo's was classic, dude. Just because the shit, like from that, dude, we were doing DX stuff before it was fucking cool, to be honest with you.
Didn't we have 2 math classes? Like, they gave us 2 different math classes? Or was that just me?
You guys have
Maybe it was just you. I don't remember.
I swear I had 2 math classes.
No, we did. That was high school, actually, dude.
No, in high school, definitely.
High school, I had 2.
That makes it sound worse, but I swear Gallipo. Maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know.
No, I just remember Gallipo's. I just remember.
Gallipo for math or science?
We had him for math.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
we
I
had
had
him
him
for
for science.
He did teach science too. That's right. I totally forgot.
Oh yeah, wasn't he like a Kennedy for a while too, for like a little instant?
Oh, for a little bit, like as like a long-term sub or something.
Yeah,
Bullshit.
but we had him in fucking that math class was fucking insane, dude. That's where I met this motherfucker. God, that's where I met Edwin too.
Yeah,
I met a lot of fucking people in that class. There. But I remember you, like, every time Gallipo would turn around, you would jump on the fucking desk and just do the suck it sign for like 2 minutes before he would fucking turn around, dude. Gallipo hated us.
That was such a little shit. Like,
and that was just junior high.
Sometimes, yeah, especially when we talk about like junior high and going to like.
That was like
everything, man.
That was before every shit, dude.
That was funny, dude. Junior high was
the best of times because that's when like the drama didn't exist yet. We were just there.
Well,
oh, Jesus, dude, you started from the beginning?
No.
Because to me, like, the drama with, like, everything happened, like, freshman year of high school.
Yeah, I feel like that's when things would start.
That's when it got more serious, at least to me. Like, it got way more, like, real.
Yeah, that's true.
Because, like, in high school, it was more, like, just shit-talking.
Just kind of fun.
Yeah. Like, the drama
Junior high, no one wanted to be there. And that was
Nobody wanted
that
to be
was
there.
shared between everyone. So, you know, high school.
And then I would get stuck in fucking summer school. That was even more fun.
Oh, yeah, we were always there, man.
Yeah, that's
We
like
always-
I hated that shit so much.
People always yell at us and are like, "Why'd you go to summer school every year?" It's, well, because all of our
Fucked up.
well, that and all of our friends were gonna be there. So I mean,
Yeah, it might as well. It was
we
like a
were
way to hang
We're
out.
already gonna be there. But yeah, like people were like, "Why didn't you just pass?" I'm like, "Well, fucking, that's easy. Like,
Yeah.
anybody could just pass a class.
Well, you can get flying grades.
Yeah,
It's not that
like,
fucking
you
easy.
know, and summer school, it just made more sense. You know, you have what was it, like 3 months technically to make up.
Yeah, it was 3 months.
Half a year, if not an entire year.
Maybe even shorter than 3
Yeah.
months, dude. I think it was like 4 weeks.
Yeah,
I think it was 4 weeks to get your shit
They
up.
split it in two.
That's
Yeah, there was
right.
2 sets of like semesters supposedly to make up the fucking grade you failed.
Yeah.
Totally forgot about that. Yeah.
And that's some shit.
Also, Papa's War is very educational for all you
Yeah,
fuckers in high school
just
that
talk to you guys about.
they're fucking up in high school.
Yeah.
Keep fucking up. It's fun.
You'll make it up eventually.
I don't know now. I think they cut out summer school. Weren't they trying to do that for us? Like they were.
No, I
doing-
got it. I fucking
No, I got
not
it
in high
for
school.
A year, but
High school
I
didn't
think
offer
they
that
were-
shit.
I think they were starting to not offer it. Like as we
That's
were.
awful.
As
That's
we were
fucking terrible, dude.
graduating. Yeah, no, absolutely.
Well, they could all
So
pretend
now-
to be rappers.
So now they have to like fucking try. Like that sucks. Who wants to try during school?
They probably don't, dude, because like I don't think anybody wants to try now though, dude. Because like especially with social media, you could just become like a fucking prick and make it big.
That's what we did.
Just
Except we didn't make
Fucking
it big.
BuzzFeed.
We didn't
BuzzFeed.
make it big. We just
90s kids.
90s kids.
Yeah.
No, but so like junior high. God, was it junior high or high school with you, Eric?
That's a good question.
I know I had you freshman. Nice, babe. I know I had you PE freshman year. That's for sure.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
all I
So
remember.
I
I
guess
don't.
that's when, yeah, I guess that's
That was like the main. That's what I remember. I remember shit from like junior high, really though. The only thing I remember is Galpo's class and Enrique's bitch ass, and then that's it. That's all I fucking remember. I remember me, Edwin, eating the fucking ink in Galpo's class and getting in fucking trouble.
Broke a pen. Yeah, I remember turning around one day. They're all like talking and like chit chatting. I remember I was sitting. I couldn't have been paying attention, but I know my back. I was straight turned.
Yeah, you sat in front of us all the time.
And,
We sat in the back with idiots.
And I hear you guys like chuckling and shit, and I just happened to turn around and be like, "What's going on?" And I don't even think was it you too? I didn't
Yeah,
think
no,
you
it was
made
me.
it.
No, yeah, it was me and him.
Oh, I thought
It was only
just-
me and him. It was like a
we,
bet thing.
I just turn around and I see him, or I think you were laughing like at him, and then when he turns and looks at us, he just smiles and his fucking mouth is like bright blue. Or
Yeah, no, it was a blue pen.
It was like a blue pen.
Which to this day, I still don't know why we did it. It just
I
fucking
thought
happened.
he was just chewing on it, just kind of like. Just
No, we
whatever.
drank it like idiots.
Just cause.
Just cause. I don't know, dude. I don't know. Because I wasn't stoned. I wish I was,
Thought
but.
you were gonna get powers or something.
Get purple power or some shit, dude.
Pen man?
No, but that's like the only thing I remember from junior. Other than that, in high school, there's so many fucking stories there that like I don't even think could fit in one fucking podcast by themselves. Like we did so many like not bad stuff, but like
Just a legal thing. No.
well,
Yeah, no Brock Turner shit.
Oh shit.
we've headed to that direction. No,
man.
we just did a lot of I don't know, stupid shit. I guess I don't know if it was stupid though.
It was high school.
It was high school.
fun.
That's the definition. It was fucking high school.
Childish.
It was
I guess.
childish.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was definitely fun
It was good
times.
times.
And yeah,
Like freshman year was like
That was good times. I had blast.
yeah.
Well,
Nah,
I mean, I
none
had
of-
blast because I didn't do anything in fucking school.
so it was
You
always
just
fun.
cruised in.
It was just-
Yeah.
Yeah, high school was fucking sick though. Like, I don't regret any of that. That's for sure. I just remember being part of a lot of drama that we probably shouldn't have even been in.
Well, I mean, I think that's a part of high school in
Yeah.
a sense. Like everybody's, you know, it's not even that like you're getting involved with shit. It's friends of yours, and then sometimes it'd be friends that we weren't even really friends with. Like,
Yeah.
Our group at lunch would always grow
It'd be different.
and then shorten or like get smaller over the span of like a month.
Yeah.
And it would be because certain people would get into fights and get kicked out or this or that. But
Or
there'd
some new
there
kid would join,
There
or-
would be like different times at lunch that we would just kind of get to our spot, and then there's like 5 or 6 people that
we don't even fucking know.
Oh, really?
And we
I-
would just be like, "Who the fuck are you?"
That's funny
But
because
we'd be nice
I remember
to
being
them.
a drifter. I remember like
Oh, just
I
kinda
showing
going
up to your
around.
guys' clique and then
Yeah.
and then fucking off for like a couple weeks
And then coming back randomly. Yeah, that's how it was.
Oh, yeah.
I do remember fucking Kennedy had like a damn cholo problem. That was something that like.
Or at least wanna be cholo.
Oh, dude, God, I remember fucking with the whole thing with like when you almost
Oh,
got into a
my-
fight. Like all of a sudden it became like.
leave names.
Yeah, no, yeah, we're leaving names. No, we're not
no.
going with names.
We're not even gonna go with names of certain organizations.
No. Just leave it at that.
Or
man.
so-called organizations.
So-called organizations, but they got involved randomly.
Yeah.
I remember it became like a beef with
County
you.
Choppers.
Orange County
Orange
Choppers.
County Chop. We can't talk about those fucking white boys.
I just remember it being like a fucking issue with you and somebody else, and then all of a sudden it became like a cholo war.
Which is, kind of funny still to this day. Like, I more or less, kind of, I guess, all three of us, really our styles of like the way we dress kind of stayed the same.
That's the only thing I regret, by the way, is the cholo dressing was probably like my worst stage.
But yeah, no, you kind of went through it. Obviously,
Yeah.
he and I never had that. But I mean, like, even back then, like I was just more of a skater, I guess.
Yeah, that was.
I'd get called like a skater punk, and then we get called rockers because we had long hair, and if we wore a band T-shirt, and they didn't fucking know anything about us.
Which made the group like so mixed up. Like you would have him, and then you would have me and like two of my other friends that were dressed like in baggy ass jeans, the darkest clothes, and the flannels buttoned up all the way to the fucking top.
Glasses
with the Lokes, I still won't wear to this day because I'm embarrassed.
Lokes, baby.
The Lokes,
when
dude.
it's raining, we'd have people wearing Lokes.
Lokes and
kids wearing hats and hoods.
Oh, dude, the Cortezes. That I used to wear, dude. That's how we used to take it back,
There you
dude.
go.
I remember I got like 2 Cortezes, and my grandma almost killed my grandpa because he got it for me. It was a blue and a black pair. My grandma was so fucking pissed off because they knew the way I was dressing, and they're like, "Oh shit, he must be part of a gang." And I'm like, "I'm living in La Palma. Like, what fucking gang around here is gonna be like legit?
Really
Maybe if I lived by
nice.
like USC and 18th
Really
Street."
nice upscale, like
Upscale.
Asian gang.
The best part about all the gangs that want to be cholos in La Palma is that they all like pretend to be from like LA.
is that they all probably work for like car dealerships now.
We're all working at T-shirt City right now, selling the.
We went to
Like, I'm
Cerritos
sure
right
we
now.
went to
We went to Cerritos Auto Square. Dude, like,
See
half
how
the cholos that we
many-
went to
see how
school
many
with.
people we
are
went to school with.
Yeah, just half the cholos are there, just slanging cars.
I was trying to remember one of their names, but I can't remember it right now.
I just like seeing people from high school. Like I don't even really talk to you, but like
Oh, I
just
hate seeing people from high school because
I
I'm
know,
fat
that
now,
was-
so.
That's a big dude. Same here, bro. Like
You're
they'll
like,
see me
no,
now, and it's
no.
like,
Oh man.
it's like, my boy, what happened? I like how our sponsor's like a fitness thing, and then they look at me and they're like, "How the fuck can you sponsor that shit?
You're like, yeah.
Like, do you even use their products?" And I'm like, "Yeah, of course I do."
Like, no.
But no, the thing was like that's how shit used to be. Like it would become like just beef between 2 people, and like everybody in the fucking school would get involved.
Yeah.
That's how it used to always go, dude. It was beef between 2 guys, and then all of a sudden it would blow up into this whole like war.
Because in high school I kind of, I guess, like the real world too, but you don't. If you're trying to fight someone, you wouldn't just be like, "Hey, we're gonna fight. All right, let's do that."
Yeah.
You'd be like, "Hey, I'm gonna fight. Bring your 5 fucking friends. I'm gonna bring these 10 dudes. Oh, by the way, those 2 dudes told someone else. They told 3 other girls. That girl's dating this. It was a whole fucking army."
Yeah, it would take the whole school day
Yeah.
and a lot of shit talking to eventually shit to happen at lunch.
And then most likely and most
Nothing would happen.
Nothing would happen.
You would have 4 periods to hype it up, though.
Yeah, dude, fuck y'all. I was scared to go home for a like good chunk of time.
Like, you're
Like,
gonna get jumped? Or?
yeah, dude, because
By
I
who?
Us?
No, not because of you.
No, I was like, what did
Well,
we
because
do?
of my own doing.
We decided to jump Eric one day.
It's just,
But
no,
I mean, we did set people up in high school, too.
Well, that just sounds bad.
Well, we did, though.
We didn't set them up. They were gonna get jumped either way. Like,
No, we didn't jump, but we just set up a fight that, like, we shouldn't have.
Oh yeah, then we got yelled at because
Yeah.
they're like, you orchestrated it. And I'm like, what does that even mean?
be like, I ain't Charlie Manson, baby.
Like, we just pushed 2 people towards
I
it.
remember like 16, maybe 17 years old, getting yelled at by like the assistant principal, being like, "We heard that you put this fight together." But
Yeah.
none of
Be
us.
like, yeah, I'm Vince
Did shit,
McMahon.
yeah.
Yeah, like none of us were involved in it. Like none of us fought. I don't even think the fights
Nope,
they
no,
talked
didn't.
about were like our friends. They were people that we knew. They were acquaintances at most.
It was people that went to that, what was that one school they would send you to if, like, you weren't going to graduate?
Gilbert?
Yeah, it was people from there that would talk shit about people at Kennedy, and then they would, like, go back and forth.
I would never
and
hear
then-
about it. Why,
no.
How would we hear about it from another school?
I mean, I know who. Are we dropping names?
oh no.
No.
I know who. I mean, we all know them.
It's
Oh,
like,
it's like
it was
Cypress.
Nixon.
It was Nixon.
dude.
Well, it's like people going to like another school and being like, "We hate you." I'm like, but we're all in school.
Well,
Like,
because they're
I don't
like-
understand the high school rivalries to this day, even where I'm like,
Oh, like the Cypress Candy bullshit?
yeah, like you go to any school, maybe that's just when I would really shine that I didn't have school spirit. But when they would act like, oh, the school fucking down the street, we hate them, and I'm like,
I know, they made it
why?
seem like it was like USC
Well, I mean,
versus
they're
UCLA or some
doing the
shit.
same
For
shit.
complete clarity,
Till now?
we went to Kennedy. We went to Kennedy, which was a school down the street from another high
school,
which was known as Cypress,
which was known
in
as,
another city.
Yeah.
And then we called them the school down the street.
Wish they were really down the
Because
street.
they were like the rivals.
They were never down the street. You have to make a left and
Yeah,
then another
make a
fucking
left,
right, and you have to go straight down.
Yeah.
It was never down the street. That's why I never got that
The other
shit.
school kind of down the way.
You know the school that's always also in Orange County?
You know
That's by
that
Knott's Berry
school?
Farm?
Yeah.
You mean Western? No, the other one down that way by Cypress College.
But I never understood that. I still don't understand. I don't know if it's as big as it was when we were in school. I feel like it was always like
No, but-
the football teams are where they
No,
make it
the
more.
shitty football teams that were never fucking good.
I never understood that whole like the high school rivalries because I'm just like, you're in high school. High school sucks. Like,
Yeah, why be part of all that
unless
shit?
You know.
Oh, dude, they should have. Oh, dude.
Oh, dude.
No, I was just like, they should have changed Kennedy to Flair High School.
Flair High
To
School.
Flair High
I
School?
would've gone to Flair High School.
Flair High School? Dude, that would be dope.
And
The
then the
fighting
slogan.
Flares.
The Flares.
It's
No,
just
but
the fighting Irish, but just with a sweet fucking haircut.
And Heritage is like,
dude, that shit when we got in trouble for like orchestrating fights, it wasn't even us. It was like just
Ric Flair.
it was Ric Flair. It was the
Oh.
dirtiest player in the
We
game.
did it for Flair.
They did it for Flair.
We also did it for The Rock.
That's Rikishi.
That's highbrow. So if anybody hears that and they know,
Which, by the way, I'm pretty. What, SmackDown's today, right?
no.
No, what's the day?
Today's
Oh, fuck, it's Thursday.
Thursday.
it's Thursday.
Dude, I am
it's
so
Thunder.
off.
And it
It's not shit, dude. Talk about a fucking callback, dude.
you owe that all to the network.
Onto the network for how much is
You
it?
can buy that for $9.99.
For-
$9.99. That was low key. That was one of the best $9.99s I've ever spent because I got to see like pay-per-views that I hadn't seen since I was like a little kid. When like I was like they had like my cousin had like pay-per-views fucking recorded from like the mid to late 80s. So I got to see Macho Man and shit. So
Yeah.
and then I saw it on VHS. But now I can see it in HD, baby.
So that's where it's at. That's the
totally
best.
worth
that's
it.
the best thing
Sponsored
about.
by the WWE Network.
Oh, season to says coming
Yeah, we
like
might-
next
we might
week,
get a-
dude. Free the Young Bucks, by the way.
Yes.
Motherfuckers.
The Young Bucks.
The
Young
young
fucks.
fucks. The young fucks.
The Young Bucks.
That's what they're gonna have to call themselves pretty soon, dude. Eventually, Vince is gonna be like, I own the Buck name as well.
He's like, I killed a lot of bucks. I killed a lot of bucks in my time.
Dude, that impersonation is so spot on. So we're going straight into wrestling, right?
Yeah.
Like fuck the high school thing.
Well, do it. I mean, this was a good little transition.
Yeah,
you
it's-
got to know us now.
Yeah,
You
that's
know
look. We've known
everybody.
each other. We did a lot of stupid shit in high
Um,
school because we were high school students. Now we're here.
Speaking of wrestling, I mean, you kind of got into it right there, just telling us
Oh.
how you got it. If we had to throw it out there right now, we're all wrestling fans. Who got you into wrestling?
Full disclosure.
Or what got you into wrestling?
What got me into wrestling?
Rikishi.
Like,
Kishi. Oh shit.
Stink. What was this movie? Stink face.
Yeah. That's upsetting.
what got me into wrestling?
What just hooked you in, man? Yeah.
The personalities,
Just the characters.
the characters. Like, I remember being captivated as a child and seeing Macho Man.
I was gonna say, I know who your favorite is.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
full disclosure, Macho Man's top dog for me. But fucking just seeing that, and I was like,
Face to face.
that's great. Like to this day, I get pumped and I want to fuck up Hulk Hogan every time I see fucking Macho Man. I was kind of like,
Talking to
oh
Elizabeth?
yes, yes.
Elizabeth.
Those that look in his eyes for
That
Elizabeth
fucking- yes,
wasn't right.
he's a one-woman man.
I don't know, man.
Which he should be in the fucking Hall of Fame, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, that's yeah.
He
Wait,
does deserve
yeah,
to be there.
thought he was
No,
already.
he's not in the Hall of Fame yet, dude.
Macho Man?
Yeah, he's still not in the Hall of Fame.
Is he?
I don't think he
Oh,
is.
He was. Yeah, no, he is.
No
They
way.
finally put him in.
They,
didn't
there's
they?
no way they didn't put him in the Hall
I don't think he's in
Yes,
the Hall of
they
Fame,
did.
dude.
No,
No,
they
there's
did.
no
If I could be dead wrong, I don't
If
fucking know
Vince
shit.
McMahon is that big of a piece of shit, I'll stab him.
I think they did.
I'll shoot him like Reagan, dude.
If he's not in the Hall of Fame, I'm like Googling it
I
right now,
thought
by the way.
they just had him in with like Nash and oh no, maybe not.
Oh, maybe he is.
He's totally in it.
Oh, yeah, he is.
Yeah,
I
he's
thought
in
he
it.
wasn't.
No, he wasn't for a while, but they finally put him in.
Oh, 2015.
same
So
with-
it's recent.
So-
That's how you know I haven't kept
Same
up with this shit.
Warrior and everything. Yeah, they got him in, man.
Well, it took him fucking long enough. 2015?
True.
He died in 2011. He should have went in 2011.
Yeah, that's when they're still like
Yeah.
trying to figure out if he was trying to be a rapper and saying
Fuck
what
that
was
shit.
be a man, Hulk.
Yes, dude.
Be a man, Hulk.
Oh, the
dude.
face to face.
Yeah, I
You gotta
remember
do this
listening
face
to
to
that
face.
and being like, oh man. Well, dude, you know me. I've told you the story. You know, I remember. I don't remember. Well, I do. I was gonna say I don't remember, but now I do. one of my earliest memories, like you said, full disclosure, best wrestler to this day still, fucking Stone Cold Steve Austin. I don't, it's arguable, but I don't know how you can argue it, you know. But I remember, which is funny, I love the beer bath. I love him throwing belts over the river, and just everything. But I remember one of the earliest ones was when Undertaker and Kane, I remember how they both pinned, I think it was Austin, and they both won the world title. And Vince is like, you're both in charge, you got the belt, but they had to like co-share it or something. And Austin drives down there in his fucking Zamboni, was that what it is? He drives down there and just jumps off and clotheslines McMahon, and just, you know, does the whole thing, you know, the cock and walk, you know. And I just remember, like, same thing, like, personality, the wrestling was on par with that back in the day. But I just remember Stone Cold as a character was still this day.
Like the complete package.
Yeah, you can't.
He had it with, like,
think of someone, you know, as much, like, if I was a kid and just started watching wrestling again, I don't think anybody has that feel like Stone Cold did back in the day, where to kind of captivate someone that quickly. Did you say Owen Hart?
Yeah, Owen Hart.
The Nugget.
Oh, dude, the thing that got me into wrestling, I think, was because I didn't get into it like as a kid, to be honest. I didn't get into it till like probably end of elementary school. So this is like the Ruthless Aggression era.
Oh, okay.
So when it was like SmackDown was like probably its best. So probably, even though this is like so typical, I went for Eddie Guerrero. It fit the fucking persona, dude. Like, it was everything that was happening, dude. So that, just his style, his charisma, and the fucker could wrestle, dude. And it was just entertainment as hell, dude. Just the lying, the cheating, and the stealing. He wasn't just like...
lying, cheating, steal, baby.
Dude, he was the complete fucking package, pretty much.
Yeah.
For the Mexicans, especially, when it was just like, you have to be like wearing a mask and shit. He was just that dude, and he just fucking kicked ass. Especially when he beat Brock with or without Bitch Goldberg's help. Eddie was still fucking badass, and like, I still think it's bullshit that he lost to Bradshaw the way he did. Like, they made JBL into like this fucking rich motherfucker that was like stopping immigrants and shit. Dude, like, this literally happened on WWE programs, dude. They had JBL like go to the border and like stop like Eddie's mom or some shit.
Yeah,
this happened, dude.
That one was when he was feuding with Ray too. I remember that.
Yeah, dude, they took it like to levels, dude. Like, you're just like, what the fuck is happening?
People were complaining with Jinder Mahal and Shinsuke.
Dude, imagine that. Nobody was even saying shit. I don't think.
You know, they got away with.
Yeah, dude. Like, they had Bradshaw, like the typical like American rich fuck, go like stop Eddie's reign.
That dude carried that title for quite a bit.
Who, Bradshaw?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. He carried it for almost a year, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he had it
For a full year until he lost it to Cena.
I think he had it for after. Yeah.
I remember, dude. They made him beat Eddie, then Booker, then Taker.
I think one of my favorite things about Eddie always was when it would either be he throws the chair, he would hit the chair on the mat,
Yeah.
and then throw it to the opponent and just drop. So the ref would be like, "Oh shit, he hit him."
Yeah.
Or I think he did it a couple times, but now I might forget. I don't know if it was against Brock or Angle. I think it was Angle when he got out of the ankle lock.
Oh, with the boot was Angle. It was Angle.
Boot. Yeah,
Mania 20.
Angle. I just remember that of just that image of him rolling out. Because was that the same? You said that was Mania?
Mania 20.
Is that the same Mania that...
He who should not be named?
The unspoken.
He who should not be named ever.
I'll go on record as first one at least. I was, and I still am, a Chris Benoit fan. Without obviously going into details, obviously anybody that's wrestling related knows what the fuck happened. Yeah, it's
He was
sad.
set up.
Yes, I know.
He got set up by Dean Malenko.
It was Kevin Sullivan.
Oh yeah, dude.
And we all knew it.
You got set up.
I was such a fan. I remember, you know, going back even, you know, I didn't watch WCW as much, obviously, as a kid. I can now watch the old shit now.
The Four Horsemen and shit.
Four Horsemen, you know, the original, you can't compete with it. But with Malenko and Benoit over there,
yeah.
I didn't mind it. That was a good lineup. And, you know...
No, Benoit was fucking... one of the best wrestlers to ever like wrestle in WWE history, dude.
I'm you know, the biggest bummer about everything. Well, there's more bummers about that, but everything that ended,
that whole story
at that
is a bummer.
time frame, it's a bummer because I know that's when, even though ECW wasn't gonna make it again, when they tried bringing it back.
Yeah.
I know a feud that they were gonna set up was gonna be Chris Benoit. I think they would have either put the belt on him.
No, he was winning the belt at
he would have won the belt.
Unforgiven. That was the pay-per-view.
CM Punk early on when he first got signed over there,
I
they
saw
were
that.
gonna.
After they gave it to fucking Joey Mercury.
they were
That
gonna-
actually happened too.
Oh wait, is that Nitro?
Yeah.
It was Nitro they gave it to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mixed the fuck up.
When he came back as Morrison.
Mm-hmm.
But that would have been an interesting feud, CM Punk and Benoit.
Yeah, and then that shit happened, and then nobody's allowed to speak about him ever again.
Yeah, so that's all we can say about him. But I was a fan.
When
man,
does Benoit
so-
go into the Hall of Fame?
Fuck, never.
Never.
Fortunately, but
Owen's the one that's not in, right?
yeah, Owen's not.
That Owen's the one that's not in the fucking Hall of Fame. That's the one I was like remembering.
I think that's like more to do with like their family.
Yeah, I think the wife's the one that's like complaining that like,
Wait, hold on, guys. Can I say something?
sure.
Absolutely.
Y'all have been talking about how you guys followed wrestling for a while. I did not.
That's true. Yeah.
I fell off the wagon when I was a little kid. Like, I just saw like the old pay-per-views like 10 years before I was born, and then I just stopped. It was like I didn't watch wrestling until recently.
Some people got into it and some people didn't. Like, so I mean, I understand that.
Yeah,
but-
so I only like my real interest in has been fucking that time I went to Raw.
Yeah, I know. You've been to Raw. I sit here being like, I've been a wrestling fan since I was a kid. Never been to Raw.
Went to
Oh, I've
Raw.
never been to a show either.
Never.
I stopped after fuck, when did I stop? Like after the Batista Cena shit. Like when they started getting pushed, that's where I kind of like let it go after a while.
Like I went to Raw and fucking just like they were like, hey, there's an extra ticket. You want to go to Raw? I was like, fuck yeah.
That was where it kind of started.
Yeah.
So you're like, oh hey, wrestling.
I was like, yeah. So I went and I saw it and I was like, this is the shit. And then this is where y'all will hate me because I saw Dean Ambrose get his ass kicked.
Oh my god, dude.
I saw Dean Ambrose get his ass kicked and I was like, that dude's cool.
Dean Ambrose is the most overrated wrestler right now.
The most?
I feel like he is. Like he's too over for being like what he is. Like single, when he's in tag team, he's fine. When he gets like that single push,
That far, but I don't know.
I don't think he deserves a like WWE championship
even
and all that.
Before we even get into that, it's funny that you guys have been talking about, you
Yeah.
followed wrestling and then you kind of stopped. You didn't follow wrestling. I followed wrestling since I was a kid.
Yeah.
And kind of kept going for a while, but still wasn't, like, I wasn't into it towards the, like, recent years.
Yeah.
And then I think what really saved it, at least for me, was, like, the indie wrestling. Like, the smaller promotions.
It's a better
and
product.
stuff. It is because, and a lot of people argue saying that New Japan in particular, they don't have storylines and they just have whatever matches. Yeah, but their matches are fucking phenomenal.
Their matches tell the story.
So yeah, exactly. And you don't like.
They don't have to build it up over week after week
I like
after week.
storylines. I like feuds. I like what goes into them. But yeah, when you see matchups, Omega Okada and stuff like that,
Yeah.
you can't compete with it. And I think that's for me why I dropped off the program, kind of. And then even nowadays, it's hard, man.
It's a hard
to get
watch,
into
dude.
Because it's good, and don't get me wrong. I mean, I probably screamed the loudest when the Hardys actually came back. I am such a Hardy mark, Jeff Hardy mainly, so I'm bummed. I hope he gets fucking recovered. Get well soon, brother Nero.
Good.
But so I mean, it's definitely difficult now, and there's so many other wrestling promotions, but WWE,
TNA.
it's hard. Yeah, TNA, man.
TNA.
I'm a fucking lazy red-blooded American who fucking gets his wrestling from WWE.
True.
And
I mean, I would be stupid ever be like, oh, I'm never gonna watch WWE ever again. I don't think I could even if I wanted to say that.
like, yeah, I don't know. For me, it's cool because like I got something to look forward to on Monday and Tuesday when
There
those
you
are
go.
the least fucking exciting days.
Well, I
of
think
the
that's because you
fucking
just
week.
got into it.
True.
Like after you put in the mileage of watching the product evolve and evolve and just go more to shit.
Yeah, my thing nowadays as far as WWE, I'm very excited weekly for NXT. I'm excited for NXT pay-per-views, but it's because when they have, how they have it is like an NXT pay-per-view on a Saturday and then a pay-per-view on Sunday. Usually it's one of the bigger ones like SummerSlam, Survivor Series, something like that. Every time NXT pay-per-view blows it out of the water. Like to the point
They'll
where
win
you're
the
like,
fucking weekend.
to the point where you're like, why even try? And you've had people, commenting, saying shit online about that, and you're like, well, it's hard to argue, and
Well, because like it's two different mindsets at the same time. Because NXT is Hunter,
Yes.
And WWE is still that old fuck who thinks he still knows the people.
Yeah.
And
So
that's just the difference because you could tell there's more like of an indie style with NXT.
Yeah,
because Hunter's
as
with the
far as
times.
even hiring,
Yeah.
talent and everything. Yeah.
So
no.
Hunter's like evolved, and like Vince is still like, I'm bringing back some
true.
fucking flair from the '80s.
You're just like, come on, man.
What about Flair?
Because that's what he does. Like Vince, he's just so stuck in like some mindset that like he
He's
doesn't
just
grow
trying
with the fan
trying
base.
To reuse.
Yeah, old shit, which is just like, it's nice to get a few pops here and there, which is always nice. I mean, the pops, it's nostalgia, you know? You're always gonna fucking pop up for like the old has-been that's been away for a while. And then it goes away. And then you keep using it over again. It's like, okay, dude, we get it. You don't have to keep like burying it in our face.
Yeah.
What WWE needs to do to fucking get shit fucking back fucking on track is bring back blading. They need to do that.
They do. They need to. Well,
I don't care. I want to see
every now
everybody
and
get
then-
their ass kicked
And it's cut.
fucking bleed. Like, I want to see Dean Ambrose like almost die.
See, that would be a cool blade. Like,
Well, they always, every now and then, they try and kind of do like little teases of being like, we're getting out of the PG era. But then they kind of. And I don't,
it's like Roman said, bitch. Oh my god, we're getting out PG.
Yeah, no, true.
He said, "Oh,
It's not PG anymore! We're back!
They try and do that where it's like, yeah, they can say things like that, but that's not, it doesn't mean shit,
Yeah.
man. Like, and the whole, I get it, you're marketing to like a younger audience, but
The PG era
not-
has been a failure.
the kids are watching, but you don't want to alienate your fans for.
Like the kids buy the
20
toys and
years,
stuff, and
Yeah,
like the
exactly.
merchandise, but the marks and all the people that watch it are mostly
Yes.
like people our age that like watch indie and watch more than just the WWE because they're able to watch it, and like they're just like so well because the kids give them the money pretty much.
True. No, yeah.
But their audience that buys the pay-per-views and buys the fucking tickets and
It's
watches
just-
the network is fucking mostly people our age marks that are like into
Yes.
this shit.
Yeah.
But they're like so obsessed with like PG this, PG that. We can't say that, but we'll say bitch every twice a month and then we'll get a pop. And it does get a fucking pop, which is insane.
Because they don't need to, like, we're not saying, like, to me, I would. I would love to see, like, the hardcore title come back. I would love to see that entire idea come back. Maybe not do it the 24/7, but I think
Yeah.
that would help. I think it would be cool to do that.
Bust it out as
because
like what, Extreme Rules or some shit?
That was the early on belt that was, it was 24/7, anywhere goes, so you would see dudes like winning in a match, and someone would come up behind him with a fucking chair.
There was like
hit him.
one Mania, dude, where it was like eight
It was
different
like
fucking
8 different-
changes.
Yeah, it was just, and they would change on Raw, SmackDown, whatever, unless they put it on like one of those actual shows where like
baby.
this is just SmackDown, this is just Raw, whatever.
But that's too over the top if they did it now, dude. They,
Yeah,
were like, they don't want to
because-
make those like...
Because if you did it hardcore, it would be like you said, Extreme Rules, because they can't even say hardcore anymore. They don't have hardcore matches, they have Extreme Rules matches.
Yeah.
Or I guess sometimes they still say like, oh, it's no DQ.
Or even
But
if they
for the
bleed
most
you, they'll get
part-
in trouble too.
Yeah, for most part, it's usually like, oh, this is an elimination rules match. And it's like,
They'll make
or
sure
Extreme Rules, sorry.
to stay away from like the hardcore
Yes, and you're
name.
like, why?
Which you can
Like,
see, dude, because remember when Ambrose fought Lesnar at Mania? And it was supposed to be like a hardcore match kind of thing, or like a street
yeah.
fight, and they like hyped it up like so big. Like, I think the night, or not the night, but the week before Mania, like Ambrose goes to the ring and he gets like a bat, and he
Yeah,
gets
like
a
a
barbed
kendo stick
wire
or
and a
something,
kendo
some
stick
stuff,
and all these
yeah.
weapons. And you're like, oh shit, they're gonna go this route with Ambrose, which is fucking fine with me. And they want to go a route where Ambrose is like this hardcore badass,
But they didn't
where he's
know.
doing all that. I'm like, that's fucking badass. The match happens, literally, it's just still chairs. Brock F5s him on a bunch of chairs, match is over. And it's like, well, okay, Brock is super red like he always is, like a fucking red tomato. That's nice, but that's not hardcore, dude. Like, you hyped it up to be something it's not.
No, exactly. And
Like,
Brock-
Ambrose would be perfect, dude. As a hardcore champion,
Well,
I feel like he would be. Like, I feel like that's who he is.
perfect's a bit of a...
Well, like, who else is, like, on the roster that would be, like, a good hardcore champ?
For hardcore,
I mean, Braun's easy to pick, but...
I don't know. Well, it's. I think it's difficult to answer that, especially now too, because there's not too many people there.
Goldust.
Yes, but they could easily build a new, kind of how they did with the cruiserweight.
Like, build a
Like,
whole...
They could build a new kind of hardcore, like talent, but I don't know. I mean, because look at back in the day, you didn't have a hardcore like
person.
person.
It was just everybody.
you had certain people.
Because even
but-
Christian was fucking hardcore at one
Yeah,
point.
he had the hardcore tough. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you had hardcore wrestlers, like some of the big ones back then were like Al Snow. If we're going like way early, like Al Snow, Boss Man, even Road Dogg threw it in there. Then they'd have the Hollies, then Raven, Tommy Dreamer. You know, so
Yeah.
you didn't really need to have someone be like, oh, they're just a hardcore wrestler, or they're just.
I think the problem that happened with the 24 thing is it became like a joke after a while. Because I remember like the Hurricane got it randomly, and then like Molly Holly got it randomly, and then it started bouncing.
They ran its course in a sense, but
Like a badass idea would be this: do you bring back the hardcore title, but you bring back Bully Ray? Like to me, that would be cool. Just because like
as Bully Ray, or
as Bully Ray, not as Bub. I wouldn't want like that. I want him to be like a single competitor. Because we already saw him back as the tag team, they just fucking bury them. And that way you're kind of building the hard... Now, I'm not saying like he stays hardcore champion, but you're building up not just him, but the hardcore belt at the same time. Because then nobody's really, like... Just give him a little run. Obviously, he's just a holder for, like, whoever else comes up.
Which is funny because you said Bully. I was not a fan. I was not a fan
Bully
of
Ray?
the solo run, yeah. Like, all respect to you if you're doing, like, you know, your tag team competitor and then you go solo. Cool, but... I don't know.
You're just
I just wasn't into it. I just didn't care. Like I'm much more of a like, if I see Bubba Ray or Bully Ray build on his own, like that's all right.
Yeah.
But if I see the Dudleys,
the Dudleys are.
Oh, all right.
I just don't trust WWE with the Dudleys.
No, I know. I think Devon's doing he took like a training role now.
Yeah, because I know Bully's doing the fucking Ring of Honor shit, isn't he? Yeah. But I'm saying like if you want to build up that like hardcore belt and you don't want to give it to like Dean or anybody. Because to me, it's like kind of hard to think of anybody right now that would like hold it to like start. You know what I mean?
For a starting out one, I don't know who they would have. Like
to me, if you bring some old fuck, then that like Bully Ray pretty much just to be the placeholder until somebody else you build up as a hardcore person, then that's badass.
Dude. Bring up Dusty.
Just bring him back to life.
Yeah.
Dusty. Fucking Cody can't even get his fucking name back.
Yeah.
That's why he brought him back.
That's why they brought him back from the dead.
That's why they brought, what's it called? What's that shit they're bringing?
Give it to Goldust and just let him use the Rhodes last name.
You might as well, dude. Which, by the way, I like what they're doing with Goldust actually a little bit.
Wait, hold on.
They should call him Goldie Rhodes.
I just totally forgot about it. Did they drop the whole Goldust Finn?
No.
They're like flirting with it still, but that's kind of like a placeholder so they don't have
so
Bray.
Wait, did he fight like Goldust and then Bray came out and was like, we're going to fight? Or
He fought Goldust last week, Finn won, and then Bray did his little like weird fucking, you know.
Was last week where Goldust beat up Finn backstage?
Yeah. This week it was just.
So this week Goldust was here.
No. Finn just cut a promo, and then you got the little Bray Wyatt drag
So
queen.
I feel like they are gonna drop that. That's gonna be.
Which I heard the rumor is that they wanted Goldust to get like a mentor or like to mentor somebody.
Yeah, and they dropped that.
They dropped that too because they said nobody cared. Which I'm like, I liked them better, like what they were doing with them for a little bit. When he like broke from R-Truth, I'm like, that's kind of cool.
R-Truth, my boy. I'm just kidding.
R-Truth.
I'm kidding. That's that joke.
Yeah, like I can't take that one seriously.
He won't make it into WWE.
No.
Oh, this is not good.
This is not good. Only Shelton, dude.
What's going on?
Nothing good.
Oh yeah, you're checking checking some scores.
Joking my ass.
I don't even know who's winning the fucking Yankee game right now.
How they doing?
I don't know.
How the Yanks doing?
They'll probably lose. It'll be funny though.
That's fine.
That's fine. Well, just switch topics real quick. Fuck, what was I gonna say?
Same.
Movies, dude. Because I know you know like a lot about fucking movies.
Kind of.
And I know you think, like kind of, well, yeah.
Now
and I know you're a
yeah.
huge fan of Shia being Red Hood.
Fuck no.
I know that's like your main.
I'm not a fan of Shia being Shia.
That's not a thing, right?
No, it's not a thing.
Okay.
It's fucking better not.
Oh no, it's not a thing. It was just like a
God.
fact. I just do it because I know it pisses them off. That's why.
Dude, I'm not a fan of fucking Shia's boy.
No, they're losing 4-0. You know.
Oh,
But
what?
they're losing 4-0.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Shia's Red Hood, dude. Why not?
No, it's fucking terrible.
I mean, I know he's a terrible person. That's for sure.
He's a terrible actor. He's a terrible person. He's fucking
No dog shit.
terrible shit, man. I'll go on record and say fuck Shia. Like, he ain't shit.
Just do it. More like go fuck yourself.
Go do it yourself. No, dude, but seriously, Justice League comes out, Thor comes out, pretty much like the same amount of time. If you could pick one movie to watch between those two,
Justice League.
Oh,
Justice League.
And I'm not even you. Well, I'm an odd pairing with you two.
Yeah.
I'm not a DC fan.
Which everybody
Sorry,
on this
but I
fucking
mean-
channel knows, like me, DC. Like,
I mean, I like. Well, let me retake that. I'm not a huge DC fan, but my favorite at least pulled me to DC is Batman.
Yeah.
Easy answer. If I went a little deeper, Red Hood, anything backstory,
the Bat Fam,
every
The Bat
Bat family or all the story of Batman,
The villains, all
everything.
that.
The villains, that's what got me into it.
I mean, same Batman. What about you? What pulled you to DC?
Weird,
this is so fucking lame, and everybody's gonna hate me. Everybody's gonna hate me, but
Dean Ambrose.
Dean Ambrose.
Dean Ambrose got me into DC. But no, what got me into DC was Superman, the animated series. As a kid,
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
would get off of school and fucking watch Superman.
On KTLA, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The WB.
Yep.
WB.
The WB.
They can't even
Back
do
when
that anymore.
Frog was still hanging
Yeah,
out.
back when that frog was still hanging around.
When they used to have
yeah.
the Jackie Chan show too. Oh my god, they talk about like deep cuts right there.
So yeah, no, that show got me into DC, and that show, everything that Bruce Timm touched,
Yeah,
was fucking gold.
absolutely.
Fucking just solid. And the Batman the Animated Series, you joking my ass?
The classic,
You
dude.
joking my ass?
Dude, that
That was
shit.
the best, honestly. That was
That was the best.
See, that's what's funny. Like
That's easily the best like animated like superhero show like ever, easily.
yeah.
The Batman one?
Batman. the
Oh
Animated-
yeah, that one.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
I'm
dude.
just saying what got me into DC.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
No,
that
exactly.
that and well, of course, Keaton. That got me into like
Oh,
the beginning,
early-
like early days. It was
89?
Keaton and that was the first Batman movie I watched, and then the animated series, of course, helped.
Wasn't Dark Knight?
No, that didn't get me into DC. I mean, I love Dark Knight. I know you fucking hate it for some random ass reason.
Oh, it's not random.
No, because I don't get the whole like you don't like it because it's realistic. Like to me,
Well-
that's cool because it made it like a detective movie, just a different like point of view.
Here's my thing on that. It's not. It is. You're not far off. Fuck you. But no, you're not far off. Man. No, I'm not a fan of the Nolan verse. Sorry. I'm not a fan of, taking it and making it more realistic, at least in the approach that he did. Because I get it, you're doing something different, respect on that side of it,
Yeah.
But, to at least the way I see it, maybe you guys will go watch it again. You get 3 different movies, 3 different iconic villains.
One's shit. I know
And
that.
all of them, you don't know which one I'd say was shit, though.
Yeah, you picked the second one.
I would probably pick the one.
I picked the third one.
I would pick the one that was my favorite. That was nobody's favorite.
Rises?
I would say fucking Scarecrow.
Oh no, I think Batman
But
Begins
I don't
is good.
think I wouldn't say it was good.
I think it was good. I think it's underrated.
I think it had all the makings to be very, very good, and then that got lost in the shuffle as well.
Yeah, because the Batsuit actually kind of looked like Batman.
It didn't look bad. Yeah, I don't like. I'm not. I'll go on record again. Obviously, you both know I'm not a Christian Bale fan as far as being.
Oh no, I don't
Batman.
think Bale's a good Batman either.
But as far as the Nolan verse stuff, you had 3 different villains. Each one, their plan was something to do with kind of like a bomb.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, yes, that's cool. And the only reason I took that kind of with a grain of salt was, well, is it supposed to be in like reality? How are you gonna have like villains being like,
The house would you fuck up a city?
Yeah, like I guess, but the whole thing also, it's an easily taken down like.
Well, like the attempt to
Like,
build it.
well, that and like no, the people can argue easily, be like, why are you mad about it? My whole thing is, dude, you're taking a comic book and trying to make it make sense. Like,
I know where you're going from
it's
because
one of those
because you're
things.
like, okay, so get this. All right, so we live in a real world where this guy, this guy this is gonna be an heir to like a millionaire like throne, dude. His folks get killed in front of him, so he dresses up as a bat and fights crime.
Like Kennedy's son should have done that. Kennedy's son
Dude,
should
that
have
would
became
be
Batman.
dope.
Like
Why
his dad
did
got
someone make a
shot.
comic about
Seriously,
that?
dude, he
Him
turns
just
into the next
like,
Batman.
Fucking, I am the knight. and
I am the
just-
Kennedy. He's like, I am the knight.
No, I get that part, but like I think if you take it away from like the comic book point of view, I dig it. Like I like fucking Ledger more than Nicholson, to be honest with you.
Oh, see,
I know. I just pissed him off. I know I did. So the fighting word. No, I know that because I felt no. It's not because I think Nicholson's the worst actor. Trust me, Nicholson's my all-time favorite of any actor in the world. I just feel like Tim Burton made him like so, like I don't know, like it was comic booky, but like the whole like it had to have like an origin story and all that. Like that to me kind of like threw me off a little bit with Nicholson. Like, he didn't need that, you know what I mean? Like, Nicholson could have just been the Joker without having to be like, oh, but he was an ex-mobster, and then he got thrown by the Batman, and then he has a vendetta against Batman, and all of a sudden he killed Batman's parents, and now Batman has a vendetta with
I think
him.
that's the biggest thing.
That's my problem with that.
Spoiler if you've never seen Batman.
Which if you haven't.
Oh, can you imagine?
What the fuck?
Someone like, dude!
I was just gonna fucking watch that tonight!
He just ruined Batman
I don't even
89.
People are getting like the stories confused. Like, where in the fuck does Christian Bale show up to fight Nicholson?
Where's his fucking voice at?
And you're just like, what? No, I'll give you credit on
Nothing to do with Nicholson.
The whole thing of trying to change the backstory of how his parents were killed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of dumb, but I don't know if that's.
That has nothing to do with Nicholson.
That's Tim Burton or if
that's Tim Burton just being like a bad.
That's just a director or a writer changing shit, So that wasn't the worst thing to me. It was a bit much, but
the fighting scene too was kind of like when they fight like.
Well, so you're digging to an '89 movie then.
Yeah, but like, at the same time, I expect the Joker to pull all the stops, not pull out fucking glasses and be like, "You won't hit a guy with glasses, would you?" That to me is like
gets me. Like that's why I look at that movie as like the ultimate kind of comic book movie.
I think it's not Nicholson, it's just Burton.
And I'll go with you. I'm not a Tim Burton fan. I know for a fact.
At least we ain't gonna talk about fucking Return.
Yeah.
Oh no.
If we fuck no, let's not ever talk about that fucking movie.
Forever, dude.
My whole thing.
Returns is worse.
Oh,
you say that, dude, but
Forever was.
Forever was a good time. You get drunk and watch Forever.
Yeah, Forever wasn't like that, like hard to watch. I mean, it has its moments where you're like, this is kind of fun.
You get fucking wasted. Watch Forever. That's a good time.
It's funny because if you had to say who's the better villain in that,
Clooney.
In Forever?
Clooney's the ultimate villain.
No.
You're like, I didn't see the movie the way you guys did.
Which one? Forever, right?
Forever.
With the villain?
Yeah.
Better Riddler or fucking Two-Face?
Oh fuck, that's a good one.
Because people will never agree with me, but
I know you're going with Two-Face.
I always said,
I go with Riddler, dude. Just because I feel like Tommy Lee was trying to be Jack Nicholson's Joker at the same time.
I feel like Jim Carrey was trying to be the
Joker. They both were, dude. They were both
it was
like they watched Batman '89. They're like, that's the guy I have to be. Like they didn't do any research on the actual character at all.
Although Tommy Lee Jones didn't do he wasn't Two-Face. It was very weird Two-Face. Him as an actor, if they would have just done like the iconic like mobster kind of beginning, this and that, I probably would have been like, hey, I'm cool with that. We got some background music.
Yeah, sorry for the fucking truck. That sounds like a fucking motorcycle. We're recording in the back alley in Compton
we're in a loading
by
dock.
18th Street. This is fun.
Very busy
Outdoor podcasting is the best. But that's a risk you take when you do stuff like this. I knew the risk. But I also said that's not going to happen. It's pretty quiet on the street. There's a giant tank of a truck.
I thought it was quiet.
It's always quiet on the street, dude. And all of a sudden, like a tank comes up.
What's that song? Fucking Time to Defeat the Huns.
No, but anyways.
It's a great song.
Just out of nowhere?
Just Mulan. Why? Because they're bringing back the sauce at McDonald's.
The sauce.
When does that come out? Friday? We have to go to McDonald's Friday. Because they're coming back with the sauce from Rick and Morty.
Whoa, fuck, that truck was potent, damn it.
I know, dude. I feel fucking stoned from that shit.
Oh, I am stoned from that shit.
No, but like, I feel like by then Two-Face's story was already out there. With the animated series and all that.
Sorry, let's put a pin in Batman Forever.
Okay.
John Hamm.
The end all be all. I don't give
everyone.
a shit. Yeah.
John Hamm plays everyone.
John Hamm plays everyone.
I don't give a shit who you have to say play other characters.
But
top
John Hamm
two,
is
top
gonna
two.
be everybody.
Hold on. Top two characters. Why they haven't casted it? Right there. John Hamm is Two-Face. I don't know why you haven't done it. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Number one all-time casting, and they have fucked up and will continue to fuck up.
Well, because they haven't done. Well, they did do Two-Face. I forgot about that. Oh, I'd be so old.
Why?
Because, like, I don't know, it would have been good for Ben Affleck. That would have been good. But they had to go with.
Well, they're both old. You're like, Ben Affleck's
let's not get into that.
Yeah,
No, it would have been good for that. I think for Bell would have
but
been
I'm
off.
like, fuck Bale. Like,
No, like for that universe,
just
I mean.
thinking,
I think
I don't
Defoe
know.
was perfect for this universe. Like the one they're building now, I think.
Defoe, I don't know.
Yeah, they could be old, like adversaries, just old.
Yeah, you could have done the Dark Knight Returns better
You're
like that.
Man, like, I don't know.
Like you could do a beat up Defoe too as a Joker. You could add those fucking scars and shit as battle damage.
Not casting that shit right now, or maybe he doesn't want it.
It's Geoff Johns, dude. He's the one that's casting everybody.
Like I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't.
Well, that's why Leto is our god, and he is our Joker.
Leto ain't shit, dude.
That's not, dude. God,
that's why
I
he got
hate.
all his fucking bullshit cut. I got no
I gotta,
sympathy
dude.
for
I gotta
him.
defend myself about that because I said Suicide Squad was a good movie at one time.
That sucks for you, dude.
I did say that. I overhyped the fuck out of that movie.
You know who didn't?
Fuck you, dude. No, I did think it was a good movie for like the first. No, but here's the thing: we watched it once because I won tickets to it, and like I came out of there kind of like confused about it. But then I'm like, it's because I saw it in 3D. If you watch it in 3D, every movie's shit, in my opinion. And then I watched
But
this.
it's made it worse.
I guess,
That's
dude.
so
There's a
horrible.
way worse version of it. It's 3D.
It's the cut.
It's the IMAX 3D version. It's way fucking more terrible. I mean, I don't know. The only thing I liked in that scene, the movie, was the fucking Batman stuff and the Flash.
Oh, they're gonna say like those ass shots of Harley in 3D. There was a lot of those ass
Oh,
shots from those movies. I was shocked at how many ass shots. I was like,
They made it a prominent thing.
Like that's a little unnecessary. As a straight red-blooded American male, I was like, all right, that's a bit much.
Like, we had-
I was like, all right.
We had to watch it change. Dude.
I was like, come on, guys. I was like, really?
Suicide Squad, dude. It's just such a fucking terrible movie.
What's of all superhero, Marvel, DC? If you had to pick one that you've seen,
I'm biased though, dude.
But hold on. It gets good.
Are we adding Fox?
The absolute worst.
Oh, the worst Fox?
Worst.
The absolute
For each
worst
or what?
superhero movie. No, of
For all time.
Of anything
Worst
that you've
superhero
sat in theaters.
Oh, in theaters?
in
Well,
your-
wait.
well, hold
Okay,
on.
go get descriptive about it.
If you sat in theaters and watched a piece of shit, and I know we all have, I know mine, man, it's easy. But if you watched it at home in theaters,
I know what mine is.
What do you think is the end-all, be-all, worst superhero movie? And if you have to pick of DC, Marvel, fine, but I'm talking just...
All-time worst horror movie of all time. I mean, horror movie, I'm still... superhero movie,
Oh,
yeah.
I know. I'm not gonna go first though because you probably know what mine is.
Of superhero?
Yeah.
Probably not. We just talked about some of them, yeah.
I mean, mine
Mine?
forever is Batman and Robin.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's always going to be it. Just those bat nipples and the credit card and
The credit
the credit card, dude.
Yes.
And the Robin and
Everybody
everything, dude,
always
about that
forgets
movie.
about the credit card.
That is such a cheesy... I mean, I love Adam West, but let Adam West do Adam West. Don't have George Clooney. George Clooney, which is like fucking used to be Bruce Wayne.
Now, Batman and Robin was that was one with Batgirl too, right?
Yeah, with Poison Ivy and Bane and
Oh, that's fucking,
and Mr. Freeze as Arnold Schwarzenegger.
that was pretty good. I used to see you.
I mean, that was like, it's just the credit card.
What
was
killed
just,
the dinosaurs?
and it's like George
Ice
Clooney, dude.
Which
They didn't kill the fucking dinosaurs.
No, dude.
So not only
Is he false about all the
He's false.
information? Oh, who was it?
just broke
Schumacher
into
that
a-
made
you
that
just
crap?
broke
into
Look it up. Who
a
made that fucking
museum.
movie?
A shoemaker.
Yes, there you go. He made that fucking movie, and it was
Schumacher. I said
Schumacher.
I was thinking about fucking baseball.
He's a fucking terrible dude.
Oh, man.
The credit card, and the thing that's funny is that George Clooney's like the perfect Bruce Wayne.
He is though.
Yeah, no,
he is the
totally is.
he is
Like,
the real life Bruce Wayne. Before he got married,
Exactly.
he was the real life Bruce Wayne, and you had
But
him
they
as
gave him
Batman.
this dog shit movie.
Like whoever made that suit, dude.
Like that's why I feel bad for Pierce Brosnan because Pierce Brosnan is like James fucking Bond,
I would
and they
agree.
gave him all these fucking shitty movies.
They gave him all the good ones to Daniel Craig.
Yeah, they gave him.
never watched.
Oh, by the way, I know a juicy rumor about Daniel Craig in the Fox
He ain't-
movie.
he ain't doing
You
shit.
don't think he's gonna do it? Do you hear it?
Yeah, fuck him.
That's Gambit movie?
Oh, I think he's gonna be like John Constantine or some shit.
Oh, no, he's up for Mr. Sinister.
I'd be like, go for it.
Or just threw him in the mouth a little bit.
Okay, worst one.
Oh, worst one, dude. I remember it vividly because I had to sit in theaters for it. The first Incredible Hulk. I'm not talking
dude,
fucking Norton.
The first one.
What was it? Eric Bana? Banya?
Eric Bana.
The one with the
piece
comic
of
strips?
Shit.
Yeah.
The
Comic
cut
strips?
scenes, there was
Yeah.
comic strips with cut
You don't
scenes,
remember
dude.
that?
It was like, meanwhile, and then it went to another
got
fucking
that
scene, dude.
Oh,
Shit.
fuck.
They tried so hard to make it into a comic book, dude. It was so cringy.
That's bad. I just remember his dad becoming like Abomination. Again, spoiler if you've never seen this piece of shit.
Which, bless you if you haven't. You're saved.
And then like
So Nick
the
Nolte
three-
turns into Abomination.
his fucking dad was Nick Nolte, wasn't he?
Yes.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that's awesome. I gotta go watch that.
Did they
piece
fight
of
like in
shit.
water or some shit?
Fight in water, and then the only other scene I remember is like the big like mutated dogs.
Oh,
That
yeah,
was so
dude.
fucking random.
What the fuck? Why? And then him like jumping through like the desert,
Yeah.
just leaping.
You're flying pretty much.
Yeah, he was pretty much flying, and like it wasn't Fuck, that was a terrible movie though. Like that.
I saw that in theater studio for my birthday.
I still
Yeah.
no, not for my
It was
birthday.
a fucking birthday, dude. My mom took me like opening night, I think,
Yeah.
Oh shit.
and I was like, wow, this is pretty fucking
You know which
terrible.
theater I went and saw that at? The one that it's closed down now, but it used to be by that Dairy Queen.
Cerritos Twin?
Cerritos Twin.
Oh, Cypress Twin.
Cypress Twin.
Cypress
Yes.
Twin.
Is that the one that I said like 2?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it was, but it's like a tanning thing now, right? Yeah,
It's, Weight
dude.
Watchers and
I saw the fucking
tanning
Flintstones
place.
there. Flintstones go to Vegas.
I
There you
saw a lot of movies there.
Yeah.
I saw Holes with my 6th grade class.
Saw Hoax.
I saw Holes.
I was like,
I saw
shit,
some
dude. I know they're
scandalous
showing.
hoes,
I know they're showing that feature film.
Like, was that one of Shia's early movies?
Yes, Hoes.
The Shyest comeback.
It was like the spin-off sequel.
What was this one terrible Disney show? Even Steven?
Oh, Ethan.
Hose was where like it was an actual prison. Like it wasn't like a kid jail where they just dug holes.
It was where they're getting holes dug
It was
into
like
them.
it was like the origin of like Orange is the New Black.
It was called Hoes.
That's how it started, dude.
That's how it started.
It's like instead of digging holes, they're digging the holes inside of each cellmate.
I got Hoes.
No, but-
Hoes.
But the Hulk thing, there was comic strips for the gut things. For some reason,
Yeah,
that came back to my
it's
mind as soon as you said it.
No,
What's yours?
Yeah.
Superman Returns.
Dude,
Oh, shit.
So frustrating of a fucking movie.
saw-
No,
that
there's only
theaters,
one
too.
good thing about that movie, and me and Ryan will fucking easily agree on
I don't even
that.
remember that movie.
Is that Kevin Spacey should always
Lex Luthor.
be
Yes.
Lex
He
Luthor.
played that fucking role
He
so well.
played that role like he was earning more than he fucking probably did.
and
in
you
that
know
fucking
he didn't
movie.
make shit on that film. Like
Probably making more
Yeah.
doing the commercials he's doing now
Yeah.
than he ever got her fucking
Probably
Superman
making
Returns.
more fucking playing fucking
Something.
what's
That Netflix show?
Yeah, House of
House
Cards.
of Cards.
Oh, absolutely. I'm
Can
sure.
think of it. I'm
Which it's good, right?
I'm buzzing
Yeah.
like buzzing.
Buzz.
That
No.
was that movie.
He was, but that movie's so frustrating, especially when they're like, it's his kid. Spoiler! Spoiler!
Spoiler, guys.
We haven't seen it. We got like
What
3
if,
spoilers
okay,
in
here,
this
hold
fucking
on.
movie.
Spoiler for 2 movies. If you haven't seen Superman Returns, you don't know how fucking terrible it is.
Then you shouldn't watch
And
it.
spoiler 2, if
Well-
you haven't seen Mallrats, you don't realize that Kevin Smith was ahead of his time. Because how the fuck did Superman or Clark Kent pump Kryptonian fucking spunk
Fluids.
and not send it kicking like a shotgun barrel
It's
through her
true,
back?
dude. But I think people
Like-
should watch Superman Returns before they shit on Man of Steel.
Yeah.
Because to me, when people shit on that,
people really didn't like that
Oh,
one.
man.
I thought it was fucking good, dude. It's compared to fucking Super. Like, you got
I
a
don't-
Superman
well,
Returns movie.
Here's my thing, like you
Kind
guys,
of in the same generation, too, dude.
you
Like,
guys are both fans of Superman. I'm not, but I saw Man of Steel and I was like, that was a good.
and I didn't like it
Superman
just because of Superman. Fucking Zod's badass in
was
that
a
fucking movie,
good
dude.
A lot of people, again, spoiler. If you guys haven't seen fucking Superman, you guys gotta watch all these movies. But
No, if you haven't seen Man of Steel and you're listening
Sorry,
to this
yeah, Man
podcast,
of
get the
Steel.
fuck off.
a lot of people I know, or at least heard about, were upset of how the ending goes, of how fucking spoiler he
Nice.
snaps Zod's neck.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't kill people, but so doesn't Batman, and you're bitching at him using a gun, like, which spoiler for that, he fucking has done that.
Which I like how they
like,
bitch about him killing Zod, but he did it to, like, save a family and 2 kids.
They're like, he's,
They make it seem like he just decided to fly up and just snap it, like, for no
snapped it.
reason.
That would've been a
Like,
much
murder! It's like, the
that
fuck?
would've
You know what?
been-
That would be great. It was like in like Batman and Superman. Like you just saw like Superman like go up to like a petty robbery and
just break his neck.
Fucking snap their neck.
Did it before.
Just fucking done. He's
that's
like
when Alfred-
Superman doesn't give a fuck no more, and he fucks off, and then he goes find another crime, snaps their fucking neck.
That's all he does,
Littering Metropolis with fucking corpses.
That's when Alfred talks to Batman.
It's
He's
like when
you know
Marty does
what?
the finger thing, that's all you
You
hear in the
know,
movie
yeah.
is click.
yeah, he's like, there's a crowd of people inside him. He's like, shh,
click.
and everyone's like, oh shit.
They just get all quiet and they yell chicken wing.
Robbery's over.
Robbery's done, man. He got him.
That's it, Superman won again. No,
Yeah,
but
no, I don't understand why people were so upset about that.
Because
I don't
it's not
understand
their-
why so many people are upset about Batman again.
dude, because there's
Where-
such hardcore like Christopher Reeves fans out there that are like, our
But
Superman
I don't
was
think
this
it's that
Superman.
because people our age don't know who
Oh,
the fuck
dude.
Christopher Reeves is.
No, but it's like the critics that are like all
Yeah.
like 40 and up that are like, no man, Superman is pure and
Because
means hope.
there's too many younger people or too many people in our age group, you know, a couple years older or maybe even a year or two younger, that sit there and will say like, oh, this isn't comic accurate. who only just read a Harley Quinn comic, who only just read their first Superman comic, you know.
We'll probably never read a Superman comic.
Yeah, I think, because that, just jump in topics, Harley was the big one where everybody tried acting like, why does she look like this? Why does she look like that? Blah, 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 blah.
There's been like 70 different iterations.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, people tried sitting there being like, I've been a fan ever since the comics. She wasn't in the comics.
Animated series.
Till after the animated series.
She was introduced in the animated series.
So it's funny just to stump people with that real quick by being like,
I
oh,
know,
you were a fan?
I remember I got so mad when I saw that shit. And you were like, oh, Harley Quinn in the comics was different. I'm like, shut the fuck up. You don't know
really?
anything.
Last year's comic? Or
she dressed kind of like...
And it's like,
yeah.
Like you said, there's been different fucking versions. She's
just like there's been different
Squad,
Superman and Batman and everything.
Exactly.
Like it doesn't. Not every Superman has to be.
Bullet Club.
Like not every Superman has to be Christopher Reeve Superman. You know, he doesn't have to fall off a horse too.
Be a lot cooler.
Although I do like when
minus the horse or the
minus like he doesn't have to fall off.
When
dude.
comic book artists fucking draw Christopher Reeve Superman and they put it in their comic. I'm like, that's cool. I was like, that's dope.
I don't even like the Superman movie, the original one.
Really?
I'm out.
I just don't, dude.
I'm out.
I think the end scene is stupid. Like the third act where he just like, there's no like to me I need a villain, dude. And like Luthor being like, I want property. That to me is stupid.
Back in the day, I think.
Yeah, but for what it is compared to now.
Yeah, because I mean, again,
I don't know. I like my Zack Snyder Superman where it's like the special effects and like the fighting and all that. That to me is badass. Which is why I don't get what people shit on Batman v Superman either, because it's like. The movie's not bad.
My whole thing with Superman is I'm not a huge fan, so I'm neither here nor there.
I'm not either.
I am a fan of the originals for sure. I liked Man of Steel as much as someone that doesn't like Superman.
Yeah.
You know, I liked Batman vs Superman, but I mean I liked Batman. I like Batfleck.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, Batfleck was.
People complain and say he's like shit and he's this and that. I'm like, I honestly, as far as the comic related one that they're going for, and they're going for like the Dark Knight Returns and stuff like that, I don't know who you could pick for a better Batman.
He's the perfect Batman.
Affleck looks the role. He does it fucking phenomenal. And yeah, a lot of people just complain, being like, oh, he's killed people, this, that. Where again, you know, you can read a fucking comic, but you can tell someone that's never read a comic book before that, and they'll just yell at you. So,
like Batman in that movie is perfectly fine.
yeah.
It's just Snyder's. I don't know. There's like this weird hate for. I'm not saying Snyder's a good director. I think Snyder just has a problem sticking like. He's really good at making dark movies, and dark comic book movies. He just has a hard time wrapping it up and getting to like the point.
Yeah.
Like his action scenes, like on par, like probably one of the best action scenes in movies, like 300 and BVS, Man of Steel. Like this fucker could do action scenes. He just has a hard time telling the story where these guys are like dark for a little bit. Then they have to become good again. That's when he kind of like falters a little bit with the whole.
It's so funny that people like, at least what I've heard, like a lot of people complain, being like, "Oh, why are they fighting? Why are they this?" I'm like, "Did you watch the fucking movie?"
They detail it like so fucking
many
easy.
People I've heard that's their big kind of go-to. Like, why would Superman and Batman even fight? And before again, you even say like,
if you watch the first 5 minutes,
fucking comic, yeah. But that's my biggest thing too. I'm like, if you watch the movie, it tells why they're fighting. It's not like they just, you know.
The movie starts with the whole fucking reason.
Yeah.
People are still at the end of the movie like, why are they fighting again? Like
the other big one I always laughed at was like, oh, Batman can't do it. He needs that like big suit. He's fighting a fucking alien. Like, what do you want him to do? Just walk up to him in a business suit and be like, hey, fucker.
Now we fight.
Cut it out. Kal-El's gonna fucking.
Okay, what
send a
about
fucking shot.
because I know you hated this too, Eisenberg's Luthor.
I honestly didn't care. I didn't mind.
Really?
I
didn't hate it. I just
was it the best?
Dude,
No.
I heard some motherfucker call him some was Lex Asperger's or some shit. And I was like, that's pretty funny.
I didn't get the Riddler comparisons though for like.
I got it. I
Really?
got kind of some of it. Yeah, I could see it because he was, you know, him pulling the strings and being like the kind of one in charge is very.
But I feel that's like Lex, isn't it? Like he's smart.
Lex as well. Yeah, no.
Like the fucker's like a smart ass dude.
You know, was he the best casting for it? No.
No, like Kevin Spacey's
was
better,
he
but
definitely
like.
fucking shocking? Yeah, I remember being like, "That's fucking weird."
I mean,
But
could you
I don't
imagine if like
remember
Eisenberg
that.
came out and like I'm gonna stop Superman and Batman
Well,
by
here's
buying a new
my
continent
only-
and like being like an owner of land, like in the first Superman movie?
My only,
Like that would have been terrible.
My only problem with Eisenberg, or not even. It's not even his fault. Like, it's just the way they wrote him. Like, that dude. I don't know if they're gonna do it in this universe, but like as far as I know, in the most commonly fucking referred to universe, he ends up becoming president.
Yeah, exactly.
So like.
So
him
now-
being all weird and funky and shit, like not able to hold a fucking room.
It's
I was
true.
like, oh, that's a little weird. Like,
No.
Yeah, he was definitely awkward. He
I
wasn't
got
like.
that part too, where it was just like, you're not this rich boy who grew up in Kansas and shit. Like,
yeah.
No,
now
he
you're
was just a
kind of-
weird fucking awkward dude.
And it's still, a lot of people were confused where he I don't know why they were confused by it, but they were like, the Lex on the corp, and then he would say like, yeah, that's for my dad. So
Where
they're
they think it's his
maybe
son.
it's Lex Jr.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't think so. Like,
From what I've heard, like the rumor supposedly, this is not a spoiler by the way, so don't bitch at me if you think it is or if it ends up being true.
it's totally spoiled.
It probably is. I don't know. I don't have sources or anything. But what I've heard is that like he's acting like that because he's being like brainwashed by like Darkseid and the parademons and all those fuckers.
Yeah, I got the same thing from this
Yeah.
guy that I know named Zach.
No, but that's because
texting
you've
you.
seen the fucking deleted scene, right?
Yeah. it
When he's
was,
talking to like
Steppenwolf.
Steppenwolf, yeah, and supposedly they're like, well, that's why he's acting the way he's fucking acting.
Damn, you
Wasn't
talked
he-
to all of Steppenwolf? Damn. That's a lot of dudes.
all just
All of Steppenwolf.
All of it.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, will you play Slow Ride? Is that Steppenwolf? Who's
that's
Steppenwolf? That's Foghat.
Foghat.
Son of a
Oh my
bitch.
God.
I know
fuck
what
is
you're talking. I
Steppenwolf,
know
dude?
what you're talking about.
No, but Luther, I guess.
Figure that out.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Luther, yeah. I mean, there was it. Like I said, was it an odd casting? Yeah, but I mean,
Well, I remember everybody wanted what Cranston to be him.
Yeah, everybody
That
wants.
was a popular choice.
Yeah, that
but
was
it's like
everybody.
that was right after Breaking Bad.
That was too
so
easy,
They were
dude.
just
He's
like,
gonna be a bald dude.
Yeah,
like,
he's
Like,
gonna
yeah,
be
the
bald for the
guy
rest
who
of
was
his life.
bald in the TV show.
You're like,
Lex
come on
Luthor.
now,
Let's make
man.
him bald again.
Yeah.
Let's do it again, even though like Lex wasn't bald until
And
like the
it's
end of the movie.
Yeah, exactly. It's like nothing against Bryan Cranston. I'm sure he would do an alright job, but I mean,
I'm sure he do a great job. He's a phenomenal actor.
That's
but-
why I was one of the few people that was like, fucking no. Just why? Because I'm like, you're only doing this because
He
you
was
watched
bald.
that fucking show and you liked it. I never watched it, sorry. But you liked the
tried to, I
fucking
didn't
show
get into
so much and he was a great actor in it, but you're typecasting him now. You just see a fucking bald guy.
Yeah.
and
That's like
you're
saying Tom Hardy should be Wolverine.
That's like saying Tom Hardy should act.
Shit. No, but it's like the same thing. They see him
No,
and
I
they're
know.
like, we'll do like a fucking art thing, and then they like, oh, there's an art of him as fucking Wolverine. Oh, he should be Wolverine then.
Like, you couldn't be Bane. Like, how the fuck
That
do
is
you think
true.
you
He
can
could,
talk?
no, his Bane was not that great. Neither was.
No. He's up there with the fucking.
Do you think?
Fuck that. I'm just being a.
With Hulk?
He's up there,
Yeah, he's up
the
there.
first.
Eric Bana, Tom Hardy, best comic book fucking movie actors ever.
Should be a fucking like cop comedy. Eric Banner and Tom.
Eric Bana and Tom Hardy starring. What? Starsky and Hutch? I don't know.
To the remake.
Oh shit, dude.
Still has like the Bane mask on for some reason.
Oh, she's like, yes, you've been raped by justice.
Jesus, dude. Okay, so but Age of Ultron or Justice League? I mean, not Age of Ultron.
Oh, I was
Infinity, yeah.
Oh, Infinity
Yeah.
War, Just League.
Because I was gonna ask you about Ultron, but I'll get to
That
that.
one I would go Infinity War.
Infinity War? What
Because
be, bro?
Marvel, but I mean,
Infinity or Justice?
No, Justice League. Well, just because I've never seen.
Yeah, that's how I would go with Justice.
I think I was gonna say
Like I've seen enough of like the whole Avenger thing.
yeah, like I'm interested in seeing how they do it for.
I feel like there's so many Marvel movies that I could just wait and just take my time with it and just get to it eventually. For like Justice League, we've never seen it. They tried it, just
But
never.
Ryan knows I'm a fucking DC dude. Like,
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm like, that's just what I'm into. Not like, I'm not, but I'm like that with everything. I'm not like, oh fuck Marvel.
Yeah, no,
pussy.
you never like pick a side.
Yeah,
or
like
nothing. You're
even
just
I'm like that with hockey. Like like the LA Kings are our rivals, but I'm not like, I see a Kings fan, I'm gonna stab him.
then you do stab.
And then I stab him.
And they're in a coma next
you
week.
have to, you know,
Yeah.
just deceitful. You gotta be deceitful with those motherfuckers.
And then they're in the coma next week, and then
Yeah.
nobody can go to a Kings game anymore.
Oh, you go to Kings game.
Exactly.
No, like I like Marvel, but just I don't know.
I'm excited to see it, but I mean, like you guys both said, I am interested in seeing how the Justice League
I'm very
plays out
interested,
on a
yes.
big screen where, like you said, you know, some of them, Aquaman, Flash, they haven't had their own movies.
Aquaman looks perfect.
See, I'm
Really? Not Momoa?
don't- well, no,
I can
I
see you
don't-
with Flash with Ezra. I'm fine with you with that. But Aquaman, and then with James Wan directing that movie.
No, like I'm not like interested, but I'm not like I don't hate it or nothing. Like I think it'll be a good movie as well. I'm just not sitting like, oh, I can't wait. I'll see it. Absolutely.
Wait, you've seen Game of Thrones or no?
No.
Have you? No. Okay, well.
Seen an episode.
From what I've heard, Momoa is like amazing, right? Yeah, from what I've heard, it's Khal Drago. Yeah, dude, I heard he does some fucking shit in that show that like. Yeah, so I'm just like. Just like,
well,
no.
That's Aquaman? Like,
but no, but it's a cool Aquaman.
No,
like, who else
true.
would be Aquaman?
But I'm like, it's fucking Aquaman. Like, and I guess that's the whole thing.
But you have to get away from that. Be saying like, oh, it's fucking Aquaman.
Do I think he looks good? Absolutely. I think he'll do a good job.
Like Ezra, I could see why you're kind of like on the fence with that one because the only movie I saw Ezra in was in that terrible. What's that girl's name?
No, you saw him in Harry Potter.
No, but that's not Harry Potter. That's like.
Forbidden, whatever it's called.
No, but that one movie.
Trainwreck.
The other movie. Oh, Trainwreck with who? Amy Schumer?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's where I was like, this is the fucking Flash. I'm like, oh my god, dude.
What was his Harry Potter movie? Was it?
Fucking something Beast.
Beast and Where to Find Them.
Yeah.
It was
The Beast.
I don't know who could play Flash, but not him.
I don't think the TV show Flash could play him either.
Play the Flash.
Jim Carrey can't do shit.
Jim Carrey can't do a lot.
Dude, TV Flash was so good season 1, then it went to shit.
See, I never.
They should get Jamie Foxx to play the Flash.
Because he did so good in the Spider-Man movie.
Just cause.
I was a fan, man.
On the Spider-Man movie? What?
Yeah, I was a fan of the Spider-Man movies.
Yeah, because you like, what's his name? Andrew Garfield.
I was a fan of Andrew Garfield too, man.
Andy G.
I was a fan of Andrew Garfield, and I was a fan of Emma Stone. So you had.
No, I like Emma Stone.
You had me sold on that.
Unpopular opinion. I don't give 2 fucks about Emma Stone.
That's.
I had that reaction.
I was just saying.
She was like.
She's like, no.
Yeah, she loves Emma Stone, but.
She thinks I'm gay, probably.
I don't know. I was fine with those Spider-Man movies.
I hated Jamie Foxx in that movie, and then the Green Goblin shit was just a waste.
See, that's just funny. Like, a lot of people dig at those certain characters, and then they're always the characters that I'm like, eh. Like, was I happy with, I'm also into the more campy side of comics, of anything, DC or Marvel. So I don't give a shit if it looks stupid and kid. Like, I want Electro in his big fucking yellow mask and a fucking bright green suit. I don't care how stupid it looks.
Yeah.
But I knew it wasn't gonna happen. I'm familiar. I'm not a fan of the Ultimate Universe, but I'm familiar with it, so I knew that's where they were going.
I think it was just hard to top after William did it.
Well, yeah, but that's the whole thing with Green Goblin is my whole thing with Joker. We don't need any more of it.
No, we don't.
We've had too many. We've had enough. Green Goblin, we only had technically 3 if you count Franco. But
God.
This one I liked.
This Goblin was best
because the idea of it kind of he was looking kind of fucked up. That kind of looked weird.
Like when he was turning into like an actual goblin.
But I mean, again, they were going the ultimate route where like the dad was more of like he was an actual.
I just
big
don't
goblin.
I don't trust Sony with anything.
See, I don't
at this
trust
point.
anybody.
I trust Disney with Marvel.
I don't.
You really don't. What the fuck?
I don't trust any.
But they're like
company with
undefeated
anything.
at this point.
I wouldn't say they're undefeated. They've made just as.
I've made a couple stinkers.
They made some stinkers and.
Like the general public doesn't think that shit though. I think they have. I don't like that many Marvel movies.
As far as like superhero movies go, like all of them. There's few that I'm like that was fucking solid.
Like I think the first 2 Thor movies are absolute horseshit.
The first 2 Thor movies.
Yeah.
I didn't mind the first, but I'm not a huge Thor fan.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see.
I saw Thor 2 and I didn't. Was it the greatest? No. Was I looking at it as the greatest? Fuck no.
No.
But I mean.
No, but like in the comic book, like solo, sequels, it was not like anything.
See, those still aren't even like. I still rank like fucking.
Like in there.
Hulk. Fucking Ghost Rider.
No, Ghost Rider was a classic.
But even that, I'm not like everybody's first thing is like fuck Nicolas Cage. I'm a Nicolas Cage fan.
Oh, Nick Cage to the end, baby.
Nick Cage, because the biggest thing.
Cage.
Okay, you know how we said Willem Dafoe for some fucking
Valley
reason
Girl
has not been fucking
sorry.
Joker. Why haven't they casted Nick Cage as fucking Carnage? That would have been perfect.
Is he too old now?
Sure, now maybe.
Nick Cage is like 80.
Nick Cage can
He would not be a good
fuck he
Carnage
wants.
though. At
You don't
this
think
point,
so?
not right now.
But I'm thinking like
back 10 years ago, yeah.
Even now.
No, it's just old ass gonna come up.
Just old
I mean, he was
Cletus
badass and
Cassidy.
kick-ass, so apparently fucking Bruce Wayne in Gotham's gonna be him.
Who?
Fucking Nicolas Cage from Kick-Ass.
Cage from
Remember with the
Kick-Ass?
fucking helmet he had?
Oh, the hell.
Oh, fuck, dude, I was drawing a blank. I was like, fucking, who are we talking about?
Fucking Bruce Wayne in Gotham looks exactly like Nicolas Cage
Yeah,
from
it kinda
fucking
does
Kick-Ass.
look like that. But no, I don't know, man. I always thought that. I always thought, like, because who could play Carnage? And 'cause
Jim Carrey.
You need, fuck no. I remember that was why I say that more so is because that was a big one. Everybody was like, he would do it great. I'm like, no,
No, he would not do a
wouldn't.
good
Because
Carnage.
the
It's just a big
Fool that
joke.
played It.
Yeah,
Yeah.
now,
What's
the
his
only
name,
two
Bill-
people that they said
guy
now
who
that
played
made
it?
sense were because you brought up
Bill
Gotham.
Skarsgård?
The kid that played the non-Joker, Jerome.
Oh, yeah.
They
that
were
dude would
like,
be a
get
good
him
Carnage.
to play Carnage.
But
I
the
was
guy who
like,
played Pennywise would be fucking perfect
he
almost,
would,
dude.
I think he would do a good job. That would be cool. Because now with fucking shithole Tom Hardy being Venom, I have no hopes for that. By the way, I'll be the first one to tell you I'm not excited. I'm not.
He just
interested.
casted somebody too recently where I'm like, that's actually kind of a good cast, but I
Like-
forget.
Like Magic Johnson.
Johnson's
I saw
gonna be
they
Carnage.
casted like a girl for like Venom, like
Yeah,
in the
Magic
movie,
Johnson,
but I
you
don't
know,
know.
motherfuckers.
Stupid.
Magic Johnson.
I don't know who the fuck the girl's playing. I'd fucking hate Tom Hardy. I don't give a shit. You know, I fucking don't care. But also,
I don't
for
hate him.
that,
I just don't care about him.
I just don't give a fuck. I'm not impressed with anything he's ever done. And I love Venom
I've
as a
seen his dick
character.
before.
Like,
Where?
Why?
Bronson.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I never saw that fucking movie.
I never did either.
Everybody, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, everybody and their fucking mother will be like, dude, have you seen this Tom Hardy movie?
I know.
I'll be like,
So
no.
did I was like,
I heard this show is good. The one on FX, the Taboo show.
I heard there's like about like brothers and
Really?
sisters fucking. So.
Well, I heard it was good though. It's always fucking trending on Twitter. They're like, oh my
You know-
god, this show's
you know
hardcore.
what
I'm
I think it
like,
got canceled though.
it did? No way. I can't. It was like
swear
winning in the
to
ratings.
Tom Hardy
Good.
fucking showed his dick too much.
I hope
In
it
the
got
show's
canceled.
too much.
If it got canceled, I'll be really fucking.
You know what was a
mad.
good ass show that I don't think anybody I ever met in the entire fucking world watched was The Nick
Oh, I never
with
watched that.
what was that? What was that fucking what was it? Children of Men? Children of what was that? What was that fool's name?
Dude, I love how like the beginning
I
of
don't
the
remember his fucking
podcast, you're
name.
gonna hear him sound different. We have to go on.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to think of. I know that name. Oh wait, no.
The Nick?
I don't. Because
What's
there's that
his
show called
Nickelodeon?
Mick now.
No, the fuck the man.
With fucking what's her name with D?
Yeah, the fucking Caitlin Olsen.
The Nick. I don't know. What?
I'm gonna look it up just
What-
so it's bothering me. It was
what?
fuck. What's his name? I'll fucking look up his fucking
No,
name.
Taboo's not canceled.
Oh, it's not. Fuck.
No, that show's doing good on their stupid ass
Fucking,
ratings.
I was
hold
hoping
on,
it was.
I'm so
Fuck
pissed.
him, man. I never gave a fuck about Tom Hardy.
No, they're saying that
So,
fucking Kevin Smith's supposed to direct Spawn. They said. I
mean,
guess he
that'd
met
be-
with what's his name.
That'd be cool. I don't believe it.
No, me
I
neither.
don't-
Well, I
I
mean,
don't-
Smith fucking tweeted a picture of him and the guy who's producing the Spawn movies in New
Clive
York.
Owen. Clive fucking
It's
Owen.
the Nick. It's a show.
Yeah, it was a show.
I don't know what the
know
fuck we're talking about anymore.
But it was so dope.
It's got so long.
I'm such a Clive Owen fan,
Dude,
just because of fucking Sin City and Shoot 'Em Up. But
But it was dope. He played a doctor who was addicted to fucking shooting coke. It was fucking awesome. It was like back in the day, they were like finding out how to fucking do science and shit with
Training.
humans.
what the fuck?
It was fucking dope. They're like, oh, he's dying. They're like, oh,
No, it's a
well,
badass show, The Strain.
I've never watched it.
That show's so fucking rad, dude.
It's a good show. The Bang Bus. That's a good show.
Bang Bus.
Bang Bus, great
Isn't
show.
the Strain? What is the guy's name? The guy that made it.
Fucking
Guillermo del Toro, yeah.
I don't give a fuck about.
I
him.
will slit your fucking throat, motherfucker. I will
just
end
saw-
you. I will
I
fucking
just
end
saw,
you.
he's making like another movie about like a merman, like
Which is like based off the Hellboy characters.
fucking some bra.
Oh, fucking Ape Sapien? Fucking,
No, it's not. It's not that.
It's like based off that pretty much, dude. If you watch
No,
the trailer.
it looks like fucking the creature from the Black Lagoon.
that's
But it's like falling in love with like this weird girl.
Because he got pissed off, he couldn't do Hellboy.
He's his weird. Good. Fuck him. Fuck Hellboy.
He does look pretty bad. Did you see the pictures?
Yeah, no, the guy.
He looks
good.
pretty fucking rad, dude.
I'm not into Hellboy, but
Stranger
as
Things.
far as Guillermo, it's bullshit.
Guillermo's bullshit.
I know he was trying to do the Dark Justice
Sleek
League.
Dark, yeah.
Yeah, and
Oh
I
my
was
god, that
like-
movie's already lost like 3
And I was
directors.
like, fucking. one, not enough people know what that is.
Exactly.
And
Dude,
two,
nobody really knows, dude.
Fuck you. Like, I'm not impressed. Like, what, you did pants?
Didn't they try the the show? Like on
Constantine?
CW and then
Yeah.
it fucking failed?
Fucking suck.
It wasn't even on CW. It was
Oh, it was on Channel 4,
it was
NBC.
like-
yeah, and
it
nobody
was
fucking watched
weird.
it.
They had him come on to Arrow. I saw a couple of those.
But they put it on
episodes.
Friday nights, dude. Like,
What the fuck?
that's a terrible timing for a
That
show.
is- that
Friday
was a bit-
night.
That was a bit odd.
Who the fuck's gonna watch that?
That's true.
And it fucking failed. Then they have them like Arrow and shit. Yeah, I'm gonna close it right now.
But it's whatever though. But I don't know, man.
I don't know, dude. But that was the first one.
That was it, dude. We gotta end on a good note.
We gotta end on a good note.
Fuck Tom Hardy.
North Korea's gonna bomb us.
Yeah, probably.
Hail Satan. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't know about that one. But I mean,
Jesus
the
Christ.
Tom Hardy part. Fuck him.
Should I just
You
like
know?
name this fucking
Name this one.
fuck Tom Hardy's and
You
YouTube could be like,
you can
nope.
bleep it if you want.
Just
and
F Tom Hardy.
F Tom Hardy.
Or F star star.
And I'll take,
F
I'll
star
take
star.
The blame. Yeah,
Just
I'll
two
take-
words, two letters.
I'll take the blame for it. You know.
No, if I blur it out, they could mean anything, right?
It's like, I hate Arabs. I was like, whoa, why did you say that?
I should end
why
this a
you
long
saying
ass
that?
time ago. Should have been this like 20 minutes ago. Anyways, guys, you want to say one more
No,
thing? You
no,
might as
dude.
well, dude.
God bless, go forward. Believe in rock and roll. That's all you need. All you need is rock and roll. I got nothing else.
Okay, guys. Anyways, that was episode 1
That's it.
of Papa's War. Thank you so much for listening. If you made it this far, because this is like 2 hours maybe. I don't even know. But I mean, usually the 2 hours ones are the ones that get the most views, so that works. Anyways, guys, clickbaitentertainment.com, Clickbait Entertainment, Twitter, Facebook, all that shit. Underneath, you just have to click it, description, blah, 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 blah. AmazingClicks.net. Check them out, get into shape, help us, help them, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, thank you so much for listening. Hollywood Holguin.
This is Ryan.
Sarek. Sarek, baby.
His name changed from the beginning towards the end. Anyways, thank you so much for listening. Peace out.
Satan.